Everyone is welcome here, it's time to make new friends. Aquavide Uskava, fill your Glencairn. Share a dram with the Spirit of Edmonton.
Slancha. Good evening, whiskey brothers, sisters, and friends, and welcome to episode 97 of the Canadian Whiskey Journey's Whiskey Review. I'm Dolph, the creator of the Canadian Whiskey Journey. I'm the Spirit of Edmonton on social media, and I am your host tonight. And I'm glad to be reviewing the first of two whiskeys. So this is the first one that I chose as VIP pours at my Alberta Best Whiskies booth at two recent whiskey festivals. Now, the second one I'm going to show next week. You'll see that then. But this one right here, this VIP pour represents everything that I love most in whiskey. So it's non-chill filtered, natural colored. This isn't cask strength. It's close. It's 47. It's getting there. And it does not employ the 1/11th rule. Now, it can use the 1/11th rule. It just has to state directly on, in my opinion, on the bottle or online. And they can be beautiful whiskeys, these 1/11th rule whiskeys. But you have to be upfront about it. Otherwise, you're just being sneaky. That's my opinion. Now, tonight, I'm reviewing the VIP bottle that I invited Bryce Parsons, master distiller from Harriet Watt Distillery, and the owner of True Wild Distillery and Restaurant to present during the two whiskey festivals VIP hours. Now, this whiskey has a great history. It's got fun. So I'm going to put that down so we can drink some. It started in a southern Alberta distillery that usually distills primarily corn, but they did it with 91% rye and 9% barley, which makes it really kind of unique. Now, but Bryce found this liquid in used American oak barrels in a warehouse in New York. Just finds them there somehow. He's a magic man that knows how to find things. So he finds them there. He brings them back to Alberta, and he puts them in, he matures them, he finishes them for just over a year in American Virgin White Oak Char No. 3 barrels from Kelvin Cooperage in Kentucky, as well as wine barrels from the Okanagan's Poplar Grove Winery. So he does that, blends them together, gets a 20-year-old rye whiskey, which I think is just fantastic. So, and it went over exceedingly well at the VIP hour. Ready for the notes. So on the nose, you get the usual caramel, the vanilla that comes with American oak. Beyond that, though, it's fresh, it's effervescent. It just goes into that nasal passage. And it's floral and herbal. It's like going through a garden, like a spring garden with all these different floral notes. But it settles on just like a slight dill. So it's like I was going through the garden and then just stopped at this dill plant and smelled this dill plant. So it's the whole progression. Okay. Palate. I'm going to take 2 sips. That's just to wake up the palate. All right. You get the caramel notes right off the front. A little bit of vanilla. More caramelly. I have friends that call it butter notes. For me, it's caramel. And then a fruity sweetness that's like cherry Jolly Ranchers. I think cherry. Maybe strawberry, but let's say cherry Jolly Ranchers. And then back to the flowery notes. But the dill's not there on the palate. It's still flowery, still effervescent. It's still filling the passages. And not hot at all. 47%, I don't know how hot it's going to be anyways, but no heat. The 20 years just pulled that out. Now the finish, I'm going to say, is medium long, verging on long. more. I'll do it again. Yeah. And it goes from fruit. No, it goes from sweet to fruit to herbal, flowery, herbal. And then maybe just the slightest heat on the tip of the tongue. Like just itty bitty amount of heat. And I like my heat in my whiskeys, and that's why I like rye. Yeah. All right. That's it. So this beauty of a 750 ml, 47% bottle, it's available at Kensington Wine Market here in Edmonton. No, in Calgary. Here in Edmonton, be Sherbrooke. Soon to be in Edmonton, also Whiskey Drop and Keg and Cork. And all for about 125 bucks. But you should, if you're going to buy the bottle, if you can possibly do this, go to the restaurant/distillery in Calgary and talk to the beautiful people. Maybe get a little tour, and maybe you'll see Bryce. He travels north and south, Edmonton, Calgary, lots back and forth. So hopefully you get him at a time where he's working there, and maybe Bryce can tell you about this whiskey himself, because when he did at the whiskey festivals, he had people just eating out of the palm of his hand. He's an eloquent guy. But fantastic night, fantastic whiskey. Let's one last little picture of that. That's what you want. That's the one. And there's 2 others under this brand name that are coming out or came out. I'll show you one next week. The other one maybe sometime in the future. Thanks so much. Sláinte. Have a fantastic